Well, I was never a Christian before I came into prison. I was fortunate enough to have a handheld radio with earphones, and every night I'd go to bed listening to Vision radio station and wake up listening to you and Becky of a morning.
Oh my gosh, I apologise.
Sorry about that.
Yes, there's prayer for that.
Someone that's done that and has been part of Visionathon several times now over the years is Mel, who's joining us from Casino. How you going, Mel?
Hey.
Hey guys, how are you?
Oh, all the better for talking to you, Mal.
Yeah, we appreciate your faithful support over the years. I know that you've shared with us in the past about how Vision's helped you. I mean, you have quite a story to tell, about how you've spent time in prison, and I guess you've really been growing in your faith through that, and now you're actually blessing and helping other people that are coming out of prison as well.
Yeah, so we're in the process of trying to start something similar to what they have in Sydney for men's. That's called the Restoration Centre for Men. And it's like a Christian-based rehab facility sort of thing.
That's awesome.
And now we're trying to do something. We're trying to start something up for women now because the need is there, for Christian faith and to help them continue their journey of changing their lives when they come out of prison and to start a new chapter in their life with Jesus in it.
That's so good. I know that Casino, there's a prison that's sort of within range of a Vision station. There's quite a number of places around the country where that is the case. And so we've got prisoners that listen in to Vision, obviously also prisoners that read the Word for Today and absolutely love what they get that through the daily devotional. How was Vision able to help you with your time on the inside?
Well, I was never a Christian before I came into prison. It was only due to a few factors, which was the chaplain, the Kairos prison ministry inside, and also you guys at Vision Radio. I was fortunate enough to have a handheld radio with earphones, and every night I'd go to bed listening to Vision radio station and wake up listening to you and Becky of a morning.
Oh my gosh, I apologise.
Sorry about that.
Yes, there's prayer for that.
No, it was a good thing. Don't worry. But yeah, doing laps around the compound at the Jacaranda side of things, and listening to you guys and learning worship music, and it helped form who I am today, and that's why it's important for me to give back to places like Vision Radio and to people that I was fortunate to have the opportunities that I've had since coming out, and I've been successful. I've started my own business with my husband that's highly successful. I'm now doing my diploma in ministry. I have a lot of Christian-based friends and support, and unfortunately not everybody has that, and I want to try and give that opportunity to other people.
Wow. I love your heart.
So good, Mel. It's Phil here, and prison is supposed to be about rehabilitation, but I tell you, you have been rehabilitated in such an incredible way. I'd actually call it restoration, is what you're telling me, that God's changed your thinking in that whole process. He's changed your heart. Is that the right way of explaining it?
Yeah, I strongly believe that, we all go through very bad situations. We all have something that turns our lives upside down at some stage in our life. But with the bad always comes the good, and it's actually spoke about quite a bit in the Bible. Like Joseph didn't go through everything he went through and become a bad person forever from it. You know what I mean? So it's just one of them things that you've got to trust in the faith. You've got to have that faith in Jesus and trust that better things will come and be on that right path in life. And I just want other people to have that opportunity.
Wow.
That's
and that's
good.
what it's about for me. And that's what
great.
Giving to you guys and listening to yous and other people being able to read the Word of Today. It was a ritual for me. Every morning I got up and I read that day of Word of Today, and and overnight I'd be praying. So it's just something that I wish more people had the opportunities that I've had out of something bad to become something good, and that's
awesome.
That's the mission I feel I'm on.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Wow.
Just amazing.
Romans 8:28 says that all things work together for the good. And so that's what you're saying, isn't it? Even though some things aren't good at the time, but God's able to somehow work good out of them. So you're living proof of that, and that's a wonderful testimony. And I just love your heart that you want to just keep sowing in to make sure that it's available for many more people as well.
Yeah, and that's the important thing. I mean, with everything that we've faced, friends of ours that lost everything in floods, and our Winsome Soup Kitchen, we have church there every Sunday morning, and when the flood hit, obviously that was taken away from us, but we were fortunate enough to have people that in our church community could hold the service at their house. So we went from having it at the Winsome to having it at a house in Gunnellabar, for 7 or 8 months, and we've just come back into the Winsome
Wow.
for church and hoping to do meals again in the next few weeks. But it's about giving back. Some people say that, I don't understand why you're so giving with everything you've been through. Why don't you have hatred in your heart? And that's not what Jesus is about. It's not what God's about.
No.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
so good.
Well, thank you, Mel.
Yeah.
Thank you for your encouragement today, and also for your gift, and just explaining what a gift of vision actually does. Reaches out to people like Mel. Not everybody's in prison, obviously, but there's a whole swag of people that are, and we're reaching them through things like the Word for Today and also Vision Radio. There's a whole stack of prisons around Australia that our radio signals get into, and there are little transistor radios there that they have, and there are people like Mel, and we're actually helping them, encouraging them, and lives are changing. But it costs some money for us to do this, and people, not just Mel, but all of us. Being invited to step up to the plate here and give our donation. Now, I can tell you that it costs, for one of our small town stations, which some of those do reach into prisons, a $150 gift will keep one of those on air for 40 days. Now, think about a prisoner for 40 days listening to that every single day. What a huge impact you can have.
Massive.
And one of our higher powered services that are in cities and regions, an $1,000 gift will keep one of those on air for a week. So just decide, pray, ask God, look, what should I give? And then let's all be part of this right now, because we are making a big difference as we share the truth and hope of God around Australia through media, reaching out to people in every corner of Australia, even that little corner in a prison, in the corner of a cell where there's a prisoner there needing that encouragement. That's one of the corners you're reaching into.
Yeah, that's so good. Well, you can do it right now with your tax-deductible donation. Click donate at vision.org.au, or in the free Vision Christian Media app. There's someone that's just hit submit online. Thank you very much. Or you can call 1-800-316-316. Let us know that you're on board during Visionathon. Do it right now during this song.